Hello friends, I have this wooden heart. I bought this from Goodwill. I will just put a line right in the middle. Then I will I will just measure this. This is 19 inches long. So it's kind of long and it's big. So if you like to make a craft like this, you can use a cardboard because this is a rare kind of a wooden heart. So I'm painting it with the Nautical by Folk Art, and I will apply only one coat. I'm using a foam brush to do that. So this time right in the middle, I am going to measure it as shown on the video. And on both sides, I will put painter's tape. And it has to be that it really is firmly just stick to the board, to the heart, because I don't want the paint to bleed. So what I use is a foam brush because I know it will not bleed. Then, to me, I just feel comfortable using foam brush in a craft like this. So I just dab and dab and dab. And you can see it's a little darker because I put a drop of black chalk paint onto the paint. So it's a little darker. So it's optional. If you like brighter red, just don't put any drop of chalk paint. So now I am painting it. It's already finished. And while the paint is still it's still wet, I am going to just take off the painter's tape. And I know that's the best thing to do there instead of just taking it off when it's totally dry. So this time I just put painter's tape again on both sides, and I see to it that it's really firmly, the painter's tape really firmly stick to the board. And then I do this again with the same ruler that I used. Then I will put the painter's tape again on both sides because I want it to be painted evenly. So after this, I will just paint this with the Waverly Ivory. It doesn't have to be Waverly Ivory. Friends, if you want to make something like this kind of craft and you use the cardboard, for instance, it doesn't have to be Waverly Ivory. If you have any other color or Waverly Plaster or whatever paint you're gonna use. So I also, painted the other side with the Waverly Crimson. This time I should be very careful because I want it really totally straight when I painted it. So like I said, once you already painted it and the paint is still wet, it's time for me to just take it off the painter's tape. And then I will dry it. So once dry, I just put again another painter's tape there and then just continue painting it with the Waverly Crimson. So it's turning out what I really expected to turn out, and I love it. I just like the crimson, the Waverly Crimson for my red, especially with any patriotic craft. And I always use the Nautical by Folk Art for the blue. So like I said, it is optional. So once it's done, I will just peel this off, and you can see that it's really very pretty. I'm drying it now, and I have these 5 stars. It's rustic stars that I bought from Etsy. So I just dab and dab a little of the Waverly Ivory onto there, and I could see that it really looks so distressed right away. So Once it's totally dry, I will just lightly brush it with the dark antique wax by Bear that I bought from Home Depot. So if you have any other distressing wax there, you can also use if you're gonna make this kind of craft. So I just love distress, you know. If you don't like distress look, just don't use a wax. Now I'm going to arrange the stars. And then once I am happy of how it looks, that will be the time for me to start to glue one by one of the stars. So I know it's gonna turn out nice. I just love it so much. I hope you love this video. You love this craft. You love watching the video. The stars, by the way, the rest of the stars are smaller and the rest are bigger. So they don't have the same sizes. And once it's totally done, I have this 16 gauge of wire. I will just make a coil at the very end so that it's not gonna come off. Then I will just make a coil here again to just accentuate the hanger so that it will be a little pretty to look. Just to secure the end, I just make a coil. So like I said, it's not gonna come off. So I like the hanger. It's very pretty. Then I'm going to start to just make a simple bow. And all the cloth that I'll be using here, I bought it from Hobby Lobby. I already coffee stained it. And if you want to know the grunge mix, please drop a message on the comment section and I'll get back to you. So I'm just using cloth that will match with the paints. I will just make a simple bow. I really don't count how many loops that I put there, for as long as, you know, if I see that I am already happy of how it looks, then that's it. I stopped. I just tied it with a jute twine and then I'm going to fix it. I will make it look fluffy. Then that will be the time I'm going to put this, glue it there on top. And then I will have this canvas and I have this letter stamp with the message, God bless America. I bought this from Michael's on sale. So that is what I do. And to make this sturdy a little bit, I will just put a piece of cardstock on the back. Then make this look grungy again and distress. I will just apply the dark antique wax by Bear. And you can see that I'm using there an eyeshadow brush. I feel comfortable using it. And I think I can control how thick and how thin I would want to apply, you know, using this eyeshadow brush. And then I will just put a star right in the middle. And it really looks so pretty. So I hope you love watching this video and you love the craft. You can see the stars. You can see the distressed look. And the star there with the message, God bless America. On the back, it's so neat. So it's 19 inches, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. And I hope you're going to make your own. Till next time, friends.